Hello, I'm the J-Dog. I just wanted to talk about some of my trip experiences. I wanted to share like some of the experiences and the some insights and some tips and all that for traveling and how to travel light. When I first started traveling 10 years ago, I took like big backpacks, big bags, even as recently as 4 years ago. I took big bags, big backpacks, and the whole thing. And on my last trip, I came into a website called onebag.com. I'll put a link to it up. And there's this other site, I think it's like Mouse Travel, something like that. And I just discovered that one last night when looking around. And they're both excellent sites. They have excellent tips, details, all that good stuff. And just check them out. They're really good. Let's see. I chose for my big bag the Patagonia Maximum Legal Carry-On, but almost any backpack around this size will be fine. It's got a nice little computer thing, so if you take your laptop with you, you can just stuff it back there. It's padded, it'll be fine, unless it's a really crappy laptop. And then it's got this interior thing where I can keep all my clothes and some other stuff. Like I usually keep my toiletries in here. I don't like to mix them with all the electronics and whatever's I got in my personal item. And then it's got this nice little thing where I can keep my shoes or flip-flops. And I usually just bring a pair of shoes and a pair of flip-flops and call it good. Let's see. Also, it's good to have a towel, even if it's a cheap little crappy REI towel, but it's good to have one just in case. And my toiletries, of course, you got to do the limits, but you don't really need shampoo or conditioner. I mean, if you're going to be traveling for 3 weeks in another country, who cares about bringing those little things of shampoo and conditioner? You can pick up a big ass bottle over there and be fine. I also got this. This is handy as hell. It's used for hanging laundry, and you can just see how it's braided. You can just slip your clothes in there, and they hang. And this is for cold water. It's a woolite. You can get them for kits from Amazon for dirt cheap, and just wash your clothes. I'll probably do most of my clothes on laundry, in actual laundry machines, since I'll be staying in hotels and all that. But every once in a while, you just kind of have to do or want to do your own laundry. It's cheaper, easier, whatever. Who knows? Now I'm going to move on to the personal item. These are small. You want to be careful in packing them because of all the regulations. I mean, yeah, this. Yeah. This is not allowed. I don't know. I thought it was a funny idea when I made it, but put my little LCP in there. So yeah, so you got medications. Be careful with prescriptions. Yeah, I want to try not to. Yeah, prescriptions, all that. You want to make sure the country you're going to is cool with your prescriptions, which I'm trying to do because I have one that's kind of risky, to say the least. See, you got your passport. I usually bring some flash drives along, just in case. Allergy meds, Benadryl. And a flashlight is really good for hostels or just blackouts, anything. There's a billion uses, airplanes, whatever. Billion uses for them. Chargers, of course. Most countries, you bag your own, and they usually charge you for a couple like 50 cents or $1 or something for 25 cents or something for a bag. And I just picked this up in China. It's a Walmart bag, very classy. See, Walmart, yeah. And use that for my groceries or if I just need a little extra carrying space. See, I got my JR pass, which I'm going to try out, see if it's worth it. I don't think it is for me on this trip, but who knows. You got iPod, Touch. Got my Galaxy Tab. Woohoo! First time. I wanted to bring a computer, but I decided to pick up one of them. They're more durable, cheaper, lighter, whatever. They break, so what? Chargers, all that. I got some books. I'm trying to decide which one to bring. I thought Edoru or whatever it is. What is fitting considering I'm going to Japan and William Gibson, and they even had I think they had a tsunami or an earthquake there. So that's interesting. millennial quake, whatever that is. And this is for my counseling program, just for me to read for fun. I always bring a daily planner just in case I lose my itinerary here. Has all my flights and details and all that good stuff. I can't open it. Passport, of course, you need that. I usually bring these, picked these up in Taiwan a couple years ago as a gift. I usually bring these because you never know if you'll, in the woods, whatever, being a bum, I don't know. You never know. They're nice to have. You can cook with them. You can do all that. And that's my basic tips. I got out my water bottle too. It's just basic water bottle. Looks like a gas canister, but it's not for me. It's good for yeah. You got to empty them before you go through customs. I don't know if I'll bring my mug or not. I usually don't, but you never know. And Japan. Since I'm going to Japan, this thing should be fine. You can fill it up with tap water. Be good to go. And let's see, shoes. I'm bringing some light shoes this time. I usually bring heavy shoes, but I want something I could slip into my bag if I wanted to. If I wanted to wear my flip-flops around town. It's also good to have like these ones that slip off because, Japan, they take their shoes off every freaking 5 minutes. So it's good to go. And then I got my keys, and then I usually keep a little Benadryl thing in here because you never know. It's one of those dissolvable ones. I haven't seen them much. They're good for like, you never know. Either I or someone I'm traveling with is allergic to shellfish or what the hell ever. And then you just never know what'll happen. Also, this got me last time. This thing has a little blade on it. I guess they're not allowed on airplanes, which sucks. But I got my last one confiscated. And the guy's like, I was like, shit. And he's like, what'd you say? And I said, shit, man. It's a free country. I can say shit anytime I want. And he looked at me like he was like freaking moral police instead of just like the freaking whatever it is. Instead of just a guy, a security TSA guy. He's like, dude, you're not my morality police. My mom, if I say shit in front of her, she'll flip out. But you don't got anything to say to me. Then I got my travel wallet, which I like the chain thing. It's supposed to be one of those pack safe ones where it's harder than hell to steal. And I usually divide my money up. Like I usually keep like no more than $100 worth of currency in this one, and then I usually put some like my big money into this one. Or if I'm really feeling paranoid, in like a sock or something like that. Japan should be fine. I can keep like freaking $500 in there and be just fine. It's not going to cause any issues. And if you have any other questions, advice, whatever, feel free to contact me, theJdoggIMS. And yeah, have a nice one.